Rambam Healthcare Campus is the largest hospital in northern Israel. Rambam has 36 internal wards with about 900 beds. Rambam is a university hospital and, together with the medical faculty of the Technion, provides a dynamic clinical environment for diagnosis, treatment, and medical research. Rambam is well known in Israel and worldwide as one of the leading hospitals in the field of managing emergencies and trauma. Rambam Medical Center has chosen Opisoftcare as its performance management solution. The solution is now integrated into all the hospital's management processes and has become Rambam's North Star, improving its clinical, operational, financial, and patient experience metrics.
This is one of the solutions that the management team use very intensively around the clock.
The BI project started here in the IT department. It was our initiative, and we added Opisoft to the project.
We monitor the quantity of antibiotics. We monitor the time patients remain in the ward. We check all kinds of parameters that relate directly to treatment, and we obtain all this data in real time, so that even if we make any changes, we can very quickly see whether the change is successful or not, and we base many of our medical decisions on knowledge.
I think that this system is very convenient. It shows us the information clearly so that I can check on each doctor, how many patients he sees in the clinic, how many procedures he performs himself, and how often he helps younger surgeons.
We share this information with the departmental managers. We send them a report of their performance according to defined metrics. This creates a dialogue. The information we collect is both operational as well as clinical. Sometimes we adjust certain clinical measures for specific departments. For example, the clinical measures for the surgical department are different than those of the internal wards, and we link it to the financial software, which looks at the department as an economic unit and enables the department head to be aware of the cost-benefit implications of every clinical action.
At nearly every management meeting, there's a presentation of data from the system, showing aspects of the hospital's regular activity. Another example, the hospital management sometimes tour the various wards, and the director comes prepared with a list of items from the system. The department heads also use the system data to show what they were doing.
We saw a real improvement. For example, we looked at time spent in the ER, something we want to reduce, and the IT systems enabled us to track waiting times. And in fact, we've seen a reduction over the past year. I'll give you another recent example. We made some changes in the management of the ER, which led to the opposite result. Suddenly, waiting times were longer, and these systems allowed us to see why it happened and to improve things again. As soon as you measure, you can see there's an immediate effect. The departments are more efficient, the time patients spend in the internal wards has been significantly reduced, and we can see similar things happening in the ER. We continually monitor usage of surgical theaters, and we also find continuous improvements in staff, including parameters such as service and processes in the hospital. Everything you do, every digital signature you make, every medicine you prescribe, every patient you see in the clinic, everything is recorded and documented in our original and acclaimed IT systems. Anyone can look at the information at any time. I think you will work better that way. I know that at any given moment where there are empty beds, which wards are overcrowded, how long patients are waiting in the ER, or patients in the urgent medical department who need to move to the wards. It's a very powerful tool for improving the operation and management of the hospital.
מנהלי המחלקות יכולים לראות בעצמם.
The department heads can see for themselves where the bottlenecks are and deal with them. At hospital management level, it helps us make full use of our beds, because every 2 minutes there's an update on bed usage, so we can direct patients to the right place.
לכוון חולה לכיוון מיטה. המחלקות עצמן נמדדות.
The departments are measured also by the amount of clinical research they do. So of course, that's an incentive for senior doctors and managers to conduct research. Another thing, as soon as we have our very large databases on computer, access is much easier.
הנגישות למידע היא הרבה יותר נוחה.
זה כלי מאוד חזק.
This is a very powerful tool, which is making huge improvements to the running of the hospital, with good financial implications as well. With better management, the hospital looks more efficient, and you maximize revenues compared to expenses. This is one of the most important systems introduced into the hospital in recent years.
לבית חולים בשנים האחרונות.